Hi guys, Sarah here. If you don't know who I am, I'm the owner of Viv Jewelry. I make jewelry, home decor, and I do a little bit of illustration. Today I'm going to show you how to make these pastel cloud earrings that I just gave you a glimpse of. So you're going to start out with a white clay. I use Souffle Igloo and then Gray Granite Primo Sculpey clay. So mix them together and roll it flat through your pasta machine or however you mix your clay, and grab an X-Acto knife and start to shape a little cloud. A little tip for this is start where the bottom of the cloud is flat and go from the left edge to the right and just do little humps, I guess I'd call. And then I grab the cloud and I carve out the bottom. I just make it not as flat because I just don't find it as natural. And then with my fingers, I kind of shape the cloud so there's no harsh edges because you know a cloud is fluffy and soft. So now I'm going into my second one. Again, just like little humps. Like it's very easy. As long as you've got a silicone mat underneath, I forgot to say that. Get yourself a silicone mat just because it helps. The clay won't stick to the table. You're not carving into your table or anything. And then, yeah, I always cut like those little harsh corners out as well. Because again, a cloud is not harsh. It's very soft. You'll see why I like the flat bottom of the cloud as well as we get into the raindrops. So now I'm mixing my colors for the raindrops. These are pastel raindrops, so I'm just mixing the colors I want. So I got a yellow, I got a teal green. I'm currently mixing a lilac color. Yeah, just for this you can do whatever colors you want. You could just do blue as well. I've got a mini teardrop cutter. I think I got this off of Amazon. It just came in a little kit. But yeah, I'm just cutting out all of the drops that you see and then laying them on the baking sheet. I kind of also smooth the edges of the little raindrops if I'm not feeling too lazy. But this process is just tedious, you know, you gotta have some patience. Clean the cutter in between uses as well. I also want to mention that these earrings can be as long as you want. You can pretty much add as many raindrops as you want. I've done custom ones where it's like 5 to 6 raindrops long. It really depends on like who you're making it for, what they're looking for. These ones I'm doing 3 raindrops long each, but you can also just do 1 or 2. I do find 3 is like the perfect number. Like it still looks like big, but it's not too big. And also nothing looks awkward about it, I guess, if that makes sense. To me, 2 raindrops, it makes it look a little awkward. Maybe that's because I like odd numbers. Anyways, I've got my clay extruder. I'm not doing regular studs here. I'm actually gonna do some like mini rainbow studs to go with this. But if you don't have an extruder, you can also just do a regular clay stud, or you can even just attach like a hook to the cloud piece itself. This extruder I hate, it's from Sculpey. Don't ever buy it. It is so hard to push. Look at me struggling right now. It's so much worse than it even looks. But yeah, so I'm extruding some blue clay, and then you'll see I'm just gonna shape it. Well, I'm gonna thin it out because it was way too thick. And then I'm gonna shape it into a small rainbow. So I got my first piece coming right now. And then again, I'm just like layering the clay on top of it and then securing it, cutting it, rolling that out a little, and then laying the clay piece on top of that. So it's a mini rainbow. And then I'll clean it up. Oh, there's a second one. I obviously don't know what I'm talking about in this tutorial. Okay, and then I cut it to clean it up. So here are all my pieces laid out, and this part to me is so important. This is what I think separates from a professional kind of like looking piece that you want to sell versus like, I don't know, something, just a hobby. I don't know how to explain it. It's just cleaning up the pieces. So when you have less work, when it comes time to actually assembling, and just like it's a good finishing touch. Now I'm going to attach the studs. So what I'm using here is liquid Sculpey bake adhesive, and I always attach my studs before I bake because it kind of cements the studs in, so I know they're not gonna fall off if I just use glue. So yeah, I press the studs in. This is all going into the oven, by the way. It's completely safe. Don't worry, don't stress. So here are my pieces baked. I filmed this horribly, but I'm sanding each thing. I use a sanding block from Dollarama. Nothing too fancy. Here they are laid out. This is me planning what they're gonna look like. As you see, 3 drops each. And I'm using a Dremel drill. I got this off of Facebook Marketplace. I don't recommend it, to be honest. It's very bulky. You can get better drills on Amazon that are less loud. But yeah, so now I'm drilling 3 holes in the bottom of the cloud, evenly spaced, and 1 at the top. And then I'm drilling 2 holes each into each raindrop except for the bottom one. The bottom one only gets 1. Here I am, just drilling, and now I'm going to assemble them. So I use a bigger jump ring for these because I like them to be very dangly. I don't like any tension between like the raindrops. I keep calling them teardrops. Anyways, I like them to dangle freely. I'm using 1.2 times 10 millimeter gold jump rings. I really don't know what that means. I just find bigger jump rings and I use them. Don't come for me there. But yeah, so I attached that rainbow stud to the top of the cloud, and now I'm just attaching all of the small raindrops together. This process is very tedious because, you know, there's a lot of like jump rings and stuff, but here is one of the clouds finished. So cute. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and assemble all the rest of them, keep drilling. If you do try this, you are gonna realize it's a big labor of love, but it is all worth it in the end because they are so cute. Here they are. Here's how they turned out, and here's me wearing them. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'm also on Patreon if you want to see more mini tutorials exclusively. Okay, bye.